What's up, guys? Jason here. It's gonna be one of my first videos, one of many. Join me. We're gonna be doing a case swap on my 98 Civic. As you can tell, it's been boosted before on the little D series. It worked fine, but eventually it had to give out. So originally the piston rings blew out on this, so I just pulled the trigger and decided that we're gonna do a case series swap. So this is just my first video here, just explaining everything that we're gonna be doing. Basically right now what I'm going to be doing is taking apart the front bumper, the intercooler, all that fun stuff. And then after I take all the turbo stuff out, we're going to be able to pull out the motor mounts, the axles, and all that good stuff. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll get it done. Alright, guys, so got the intercooler off, got the charge pipes done, just that one left in the turbo. And then we took away all the piping here, just to alleviate this throttle body over here. I just wanted to check the throttle body, see if it was alright, and not just cake the oil, but looks like my theory was right. Still good and clean, so nothing that bad or anything. The next thing that we have to do is just drain the coolant. There's no AC condenser because of the old stuff, but we just got to get that air filter out. That air filter was a pain to put in, super hard. After that, drain the coolant, drain the oil, take the radiator off, take the manifold, and then bring the whole engine, disconnect the gear linkage and all that good stuff. So as well, you do have to undo this exhaust. I did go with a huge side exit, so it comes just right out here. Really well done. It lasted about pretty much 3 weeks because the motor was dead right as I put this exhaust together, but pretty neat, as you can tell. I don't know if you can get a camera angle in there, but just barely kisses that radiator hose. And I've driven this car real hard and it got real hot, but it didn't melt the hose, surprisingly, which is really cool. As you can see, we did have to cut and notch out a little bit of the frame right here so that intercooler piping can go in there. But hopefully with this K series, we don't even have to do any of that stuff. And of course, it's not a Honda. It doesn't have a bunch of zip ties holding it together. And yeah, also something else I wanted to do is do like a 2000s front end. This is a 98. So we're gonna probably switch out the headlights, fenders, the hood, and the bumper, so it looks even better. But you know, little by little, still gotta disconnect the battery, do all that stuff. So yeah. And then this was just the old pipe stuff. So I don't think I'm gonna use any of this. I'll probably use some of the piping, but the intercooler is pretty much not gonna be usable, and a lot of the other stuff. But not in bad shape. I did have a turbo failure once, and so it was pretty caked in oil, but I tried to clean it the best I can, and we'll see from there. But I think I'm probably just gonna have to put together a whole new intercooler and probably chop these up and weld them down more just so it looks better. Other than that, let's get to it. All right, just taking a closer look at it, where the coolant and plug is and the exhaust. It's gonna be a little bit close here. Let's see that little plug right there. You can see barely, it doesn't want to focus, but just over there is where it is. It's a little close to the exhaust. I'm gonna see if I can try to get it, but if not, just one V-band clamp on this thing. So just one V-band and the whole thing comes out and under that O2 sensor. Alrighty guys, radiator's out now. Now we just need to do the turbo, and so we can get all that front stuff taken apart. And we're gonna be needing to take apart those, that, and then undoing our power steering and all that stuff over here. And then our throttle cables up there, and yeah. Alright guys, I got the oil lines taken off. Got the feed line that goes into the pan off, and then got the oil feed line as well. That's just over here. So yeah, now we're just gonna take the manifold off and it should come out pretty easy. All right, got the turbo manifold off. A lot more space now. It's just right over here. This big piece. That, I just managed to drop it down. I had to jack up the car a little bit more just so I could have some space to drop it down on, but there it is. That's the old setup. The old Ching Chong war whistle. All right. Next thing's up. It's gonna be this power steering. And let's see. Power steering, battery, and yeah, that's pretty much it. More coolant hoses in the back. Alrighty, let's get to it.
swore that we would never be apart. You only tell lies, even though you said you wanna go. It's hard to say goodbye. It's over now. You said that I was all you'd ever want. You said that we were fine. You swore that you would never break my heart. You wasted all my time. You told me lies behind my back. I don't know where I'm at.
Alright guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. I managed to get this far, just disconnecting everything in the wiring harness and everything. Still not too bad. Next video, we're just gonna be taking apart the motor mounts. Wiring harness should be taken off by then, and it should just drop easily. That's gonna do it for today. Thanks again, guys. Remember to hit that subscribe button if you want to see more, and just comment, let me know what you think. This is my first video, so hopefully we can take off from here.